it's Penelope. It's super early in the morning and I'm getting ready to work on a few things here. Yesterday I started pulling things out of my refrigerator's freezer and out of my refrigerator because they need to be changed over. It is ChanJuary, so I'm moving and rotating and pulling out things that need to be gotten rid of or utilized very, very quickly. Beginning of the year, I do this and I go through because I know that the deals for certain things are going to come back on, and I can put fresh things in the freezer. And I can utilize a little better tactics in order to keep them a little fresher longer with my food saver. So, first thing I'm going to show you is the vegetable matter that I pulled out. I pulled out 4 bags of bell peppers that I had sliced or julienned and put in the freezer. So they're all here, they're ready, they're defrosted, they're ready to go into my garden area. And some pineapple. So this here is the vegetable matter that I pulled out of my freezer that it's time to get rid of. You can walk over and you can smell the freezer burn smell already, even before you open the bags. So you know they haven't been sealed all that great, and freezer burn is something I really didn't want to deal with. Now, some people would say, well, you could have fed it to your chickens. No, my chickens really don't like bell pepper all that much, and they don't like pineapple all that much. Those are a couple of the things that I have found that my chickens are like, yeah, we don't really want it. So what I decided is this would be the best for my garden area self-composting, which means I compost into my garden, right into my garden. I turn it over and I keep working that area. I do the Ruth Stout method, the no-till method, the lasagna method, whatever you want to call it, but I compost directly into my garden soil, and that's what we're going to do with it. Something else I'm going to put in my garden, old cat food and dog food. I get a lot of dog food and cat food deals with coupons, and sometimes I buy stuff that might not be the freshest. And when my animals turn up their noses, I don't make them eat it. You know, I give it to them for a couple of days, and when they're looking at me like, we don't like it, well, we're going to get rid of it. Now, you could say, well, you could feed that to your chickens. Well, you know, if my dogs and my cats won't eat it, I really don't want to feed it to my chickens. They get the better deals of the higher protein cat food that I found, the Blue Diamond or Blue Buffalo or something like that. So they're working on a few bags of that I had gotten with coupons, and that's what they're working on. It's a really small pellet, but I really don't want to feed this really horrible commercial feed to them. So I will put this into my garden. Now, what I'm thinking is the worms would probably really like this and work my garden to get to it. So hopefully this will be a really good worm food. We hope. And I'm going to tell you right now, my cats nor my dog like Nutrish by Rachel Ray. Sorry, Rachel, they don't like your food. I don't care if it's fresh or it's not fresh, and they really don't like the Nutro food either. So don't take it personal, Rachel. They're just liking something better than what you guys got to offer. There you go. So vegetable and fruit matter and old cat food and dog food will be going into my garden soil today. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to put it into the rows, and I'm going to flip some dirt on top of it, and when I clean out my chicken coop, I will cover it again and turn it again eventually. Okay, so yeah, I did find something for my chickens. What I found for my chickens is protein. I have these 2 packages of salmon that were discounted. I threw them in the freezer, and I just don't think we're going to eat it. I just don't think so. I also found some of this natural fresh beef. It's probably freezer burnt, but we will feed them the protein. So they're going to get salmon and some beef, and I'm going to cook that up for them for this week's food, which they're going to get rice with, because last week was spaghetti. This week they're going to get their rice, salmon, and ground beef for protein. So that's what I'm going to do with that. There you go. I had it sitting out. My husband's like, oh, I hope you're not making making dinner with it. I'm like, no, 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 don't worry about it. It's going to the chickens. And he was like, oh, well, because I'm not going to eat that. Whatever. Okay, something else I have in here are these Pillsbury Crescent dough sheets. And they've been in there for a while. I did some crescent dough deals back quite a while ago. I don't know how fresh they're going to be, but we're going to make a really good 2 things with them, or 2 things you can do with them. First of all, you could do a savory dish. I've seen lots of recipes with this dough. Now, something I used to do at the nursing home was make pinwheels. You know, put some cream cheese, some meats and cheeses, a little bit of spinach. You roll them up, you freeze them, and then you cut them into little pinwheels, and you bake them. And they turned out fantastic. That's one idea. You could make a pizza out of them. You could make a quiche out of them. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with them with some leftovers in my refrigerator. Okay, first things first. I had a little bit of that cranberry jelly that I made, and oh my gosh, it smells so good. So what I'm going to do with this cranberry jelly is I'm going to make a cranberry tort. I'm going to flatten this out. I'm going to put my cranberry sauce in there. I'm going to fold it over very gently and bake it. And then I found some of this older cream cheese icing that was in the door of my refrigerator. Now, I don't know if this is the one my husband opened and tasted and didn't want, or if this was the one I used back, well, it's been a while. But what I'm going to do with this is I will take some of this, add a little milk to it, make it really, really easy to drizzle, and then I will drizzle that over my tort. Now, something else I could do, which would probably be what my husband would like better, would be to use these cherry preserves. He had asked for cherry preserves for a very long time. My daughter and I went to Jungle Jim's, which is this fantastic place in Cincinnati, and I got him some cherry preserves. Well, he didn't like them, but I bet they would make one heck of a tort with that crescent dough. Now, here's something else you could do with it, which I'm almost considering because I think it would be pretty cool, is I have tons of Denny Moore. As a prepper, every time I get a chance, I have Denny Moore. What I could do is put this into a plate or a pie plate, put a little Denny Moore in there, make some mashed potatoes, and make a shepherd's pie with a bottom crust. Or I could do a flip like I'm going to do the torts and just fold it over. But I think this would be a pretty good idea. There's so much you can do with these crescent dough sheets, and just look it up because I'm pretty sure there's all kinds of recipes out there. So this is what I'm going to be doing today, is getting rid of all of this stuff, get it out of the house, get it out of the refrigerator or freezer, and then I start working back further. So you all have a great day, and I will see you later, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the Dollar General Daily Digitals and show you the matchups to make some really good deals this week at Dollar General. So you all have a great day. Bye!